If you are new to the channel, then subscribe the channel and press the bell icon for further notification. Okay student, I welcome you to lecture 2 of this GATE Engineering Math Numerical Method series. Today I have taken again 4 questions, question number 5, 6, 7 and 8 and then 9. And that's all I have in numerical methods. If I have new questions, I will add it at new lecture. Okay, then let's try to solve it. So question number 5. The function fx is to be solved again using one more Newton-Raphson method. The initial case is x0 is taken 1, then the absolute error. Here the twist is there, absolute error you have to find at the end of second iteration. So let us do the second iteration first, then you will do it. Fx equal to e to the power x minus 1. So f dash will x is equal to also e to the power x. So what is my initial case? X0 is equal to 1. So what is fx0? E minus 1. What is f dash x0? That is also e. Okay. So if I take my first step, that is x1 is equal to x0 minus fx0, that is e to the minus 1 divided by f dash x0, that is e. So if you solve, it is 1 minus 1 plus 1 by e. So now for second step you have to calculate fx1, that is, now you can calculate e to the power 0.3678 minus 1, and f dash x1 is equal to e to the power 0.3678. Again I am writing directly. So you will find 0.44455, and here you will find 1.44455. So now x2 will be equal to, what will be your x2? Now x2 will be equal to x1 minus, again f 0.44425 divided by 1.44425, and x1 is equal to 0.3678. So at the end, if you solve it, you will find it is 0.0600, something of this fashion. But this is not the directly, this is not the answer. They are not asking you, they are asking you absolute error. So error means you need to find actual answer then error. What is the actual answer? This one you have to solve. This is solved means fx should be equal to 0. Solve means for what value of x is equal to 0. This is known as solution. So if you solve it, so now you think for what value it is set, or you can take log also. Log x equal to 1. Log e to the power x. If I take log of e to the power x, log and e get cancelled and log 1 is 0. So x is equal to 0. From here also you can see, from here also you can see without taking log also. If you put x equal to 0, then only it is satisfying, e to the power 0 equal to 1. So the actual answer is true value. What is the true answer? True answer is x equal to 0. What is the answer you are getting? After second iteration, 0.0600. So what is the error? That is known as error, delta. Delta is the absolute error. What is actual answer minus what you are getting? So that's why. So accidentally here it is becoming same, but you have to be careful. It is absolute error. Suppose it was 1, then it should have been 1 minus 0.06, that would have been. The differential equation this is applied over this. I4 is equal to given, then I5. So they have not given you to solve any method, Euler's method or whatever. You simply solve it by using normal variable separable. So if I take integration di by I and then 0.2t, if you solve it, it will be log I is equal to dt 0.2t plus c, you can see, or I is equal to e to the power 0.2c plus, again new constant you can name it, e to the power c or e to the power c. Now the first condition is given, for t equal to 4 your I is equal to 10. So you put this one, and let me write it k. Okay. So what is the value of k if you solve it? 1.5025. Okay. So now what they are asking, then I minus 5, then at t equal to minus 5 what will be this? Now you can find, so I will be equal to e to the power 0.2 into minus 5 plus k, 1.5025. So now if you put it, you will be getting 1.6328, 1.6528. So this one you will get ultimately if you put. So it is a simple differential equation solution, nothing else. First order simple difference, just separate the variable, you can integrate, then you will directly. No need to going for Euler's method or nothing. They are not checking whether you are going, but they are just asking the answer what is the value of 1 minus 1. Only one real root of this lies in the interval. The bisection method is used to find the value. For achieving this accuracy, they required minimum number of trial, I think they required number of iterations. What is bisection method? So before Newton-Raphson method, there was a method that was known as bisection method. So again same, suppose there are a and b, you know the roots lying between a and b. So the idea is, first you calculate what is fx, what is the value of this fa and fb. So once you know FAFB, then you divide a plus b by 2. Somewhere in between you come. This is a plus b by 2. That was known as bisection. You divide that segment into two, a by b by 2. Now if it is still positive, you discard this positive, you remove this positive. Now your limit is this. Now you again take half of these two. Suppose this is now a dash. So you take this one, to a dash plus b by 2. This is the new range. Because it is negative, you discard this. Now this is become the negative. So similarly, every time you are dividing the range and you are narrowing down the gap, and ultimately you are coming close to it. So that is the idea. So what is the trial? So you can think, if my length is of 1, here they are saying between 1 and 2, between 1 and 2. So suppose here it is. So if I try first time, what is the only first time trial? Only one try if I do. So what can be the maximum error you can think? So what is the gap? Gap is of 1. So if I take it in between these two, that will be 1.5. So this point can be here, this point can be here. Because I know it is between 1 and 2, that's why I am narrowing down. So what can be the maximum error? So from here to here, if it is here, if the line is going to this, then the error is 0.5. So you can find that is the half of this one. That means the formula is this one, a by b 2 to the power n is always less than your epsilon. Epsilon is the error. So if it is 1, then it is the half of this one, it can be the error. This because it can be either at this point or this point. You are in between half. If it is one step, that means you are in half. So the error can be hardly that half. Actual answer is here, you are at half point. That is the maximum case that can. So that's why it is known as this one. So every step you are narrowing down, so that's why 2 to the power n. First half, okay, then you again half, so that's why 2 into 2 into 2, that's why 2 to the power. So this is the formula for finding absolute error in this case. So here you can think, here it is a is given 2, 1 and 2, so 2 minus 1 or b minus a, whatever, the larger one minus smaller one, divided by 2 to the power n should be less than, what is the error they are asking? 0.001. So you have to divide it so many times so that it becomes so close, so the gap between them should be less than this. That is the answer. So if you can try by dividing 2 to the power n should be less than 0.00. So you try with n equal to 5, n equal to 6, you can try with n equal to everything, and then finally you will get the answer at n equal to 10. So I can put some values here. If n equal to 4, if it is 5, it is 7, then it is, you will find 0.00019. So it is not still 0.0001. If you put n equal to 10, then it will coming 0.0009. So it is, you can see it is less than 0.001. Going beyond that, it is going 4th decimal. So n equal to 10 is the correct answer. Or you can take log also to solve this one. So no need to take log, you can try with some values of n. Next, y is equal to this, x is, these two equations are given, x and y, the find value of this. So this is easy, simply you solve these two equations, no need to go for numerical methods or something also. This is y minus 1 whole square equal to x, that means y equal to 1 plus root x. It will be root x then plus, so you can put this one root x plus, instead of y 1 plus root x equal to 5, or root x equal to 4 by 2, or x is equal to 4. If x is equal to 4, then y is equal to 5. Then what they are asking, x plus, so this is 4, this is 3, 2 plus 3, so it will be x is equal to 4 plus root 3, so that is 5.732. You can easily find, root 3 is 1.732. So this was an easy question, straightforward, just simply solving x and y. Second one, x and 9th, the x and y are the integers satisfying the following equation. Again this is the equation for solving x and y, that's it. 2x square plus y square equal to 34. So from the second equation, if you calculate y or if you calculate x, then it will be 11 minus 2y. So if you put this one, 2 into 11 minus 2y whole square plus y square equal to 34, I think you can solve it. This will be quadratic. I am directly writing 9y square minus 88y plus 108 is the answer. You will find something of this, then you can calculate it using Sridhar. It will you will get 5.77, then 4. So if you put it there, if you put 5.77, you will find x equal to minus 0.54, and if you put x y equal to 4, then you find x equal to 3. So what is their answer? They are asking, they are integers, so take care of this one. They are integers. Integers means you cannot take these two, so these are the, both should be integer, and the value of this x plus y is equal to 4 plus 3, 7. Okay, then that's all. If you like the video, then press the like button and please give your valuable comments in the comment section.